Hey guys, it's Katie here and welcome back to Chatting with ... Today I'll be chatting with actor Michael Scott. Michael was in one of my music videos, which was Reason, which I will link down below, and he was amazing. He's an amazing actor, so without further ado, let's chat to Michael. Let's call him. For those of you who don't know, Michael was in my music video for Reason, which I have linked down below. He played a not so nice person, but he is a lovely person, so that's good. But so basically what the plan for today is, I'm just going to be asking you a couple of questions. These interviews are just to kind of provide platform and sort of they're aimed at saving the arts kind of thing. So I've been talking to a few people, a couple of actors, some artists, stuff like that. So if you want to just hop into it, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. So, the first question is, 2020's been a bit of a weird year for everyone, so can you tell me about how you've stayed sane and kind of tried to stay busy?
For me, I kind of knew once the whole kind of lockdown thing started that it like activity was going to be quiet, in terms of like going out to see people and things like that. So I really tried to motivate myself to talk to people more, because in a way, when I'm online, I'm very like socially introverted. So like talking to people online has kind of always been a struggle, but I've been like pushing myself to kind of do a bit more of that. And yeah,
That's
and
wonderful.
also starting TikTok, which we're probably going to get into later on, and just try to keep my mind busy.
Yeah. So do you think you kind of made some new friends online, or some people you can interact with?
Definitely.
Definitely.
It's like, I describe it as I've made two families this year. One being the people that I follow on TikTok, like those friends who've became a family to me, and then on Twitch, the community that I'm in, they are like a family to me as well. So
Can you explain a little bit what Twitch is? Because I personally I'm not very sure, and I'm sure some other people might not know either. So if you just explain a little bit of what that is.
yeah, Twitch, it's a like online streaming, like video games and like whatever else. Just it's a big live streaming platform.
What have you been entertaining for?
Mm, mm. It all kind of started when I was younger. Like growing up, I've always just had this massive imagination, and just the way I could like think of things, and I could take myself to other places. So much so that I made, let's just say, I made a lot of imaginary friends. So I was very creative that way. And then once school started, and I started doing drama at school, and everything just kind of connected from there. And then after school, I done musical theatre at UK Theatre School, which that was another opening point as well, because it made me fall in love with musicals. And then more recently, I was attending for a couple of years Screen Acting and Film Academy, which I think used to be an old association of UK Theatre School, like for a casting agency and stuff. So that really worked with like screen acting. So I've slowly been like put certain pieces together, and then I done a school show like when I was at school as well. So
That's awesome. It's good to kind of get started early as well, because then you're kind of developing an early love for it, and it's a really good thing for kids, I think, as well. It kind of keep them out of trouble, and it's something where they can express themselves if they don't feel like they can do it anywhere else.
definitely.
Okay, so what are some roles that you've played, or some shows or anything that you've been in?
Well, the first kind of, I was going to say this in the last bit. See, honest, originally when I wanted to do acting is because I loved being in costume. Like, see, whenever I would do like dressing up or anything like that for like Halloween or something, I could feel myself as a character. So it's kind of a weird story, but originally see you know how when you get like the costume bags, you see the people in front that are wearing the costume. Originally, I wanted to make that my job.
Wow.
Just so I could wear costumes all day.
That's amazing, actually. That's genuinely, that is never something that I've heard someone say. So I think it's really interesting what, like, you can see something and then be like, that's what I want to do. You do a lot of cosplaying, don't you, as well?
I would say I do cosplaying to a point. Like, I wouldn't say my cosplays are good, but they're in progress cosplays.
If you could play any role ever, what would you choose?
I mean, ever since watching like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, that's up there. Because Spider-Man's like my obsession. But I'm also a big movie guy as well, so if there was any chance of even being a tiny role in the franchises I love, either Harry Potter, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, even like a minor role in them, like my life is made.
Yeah.
But I would say I would be happy with any role that I'm given, as long as I can try my best and do it right.
That's amazing. So you like kind of like fantasy sort of things, like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and stuff like that, kind of that thing where they have like,
it's my imagination going.
Yeah, and like they have the costumes as well, which are really cool.
Exactly.
What's the most challenging role you've ever played?
I was thinking about this the other night, actually. One of them, it was challenging to a point, but when I was at Screen Acting and Film Academy, we had to do a kind of self-tape monologue type thing, and it had to be one where you had to get like really emotional, and, like in a way you had to take your head to places that you're probably not used to going, in order to convey emotion. So that was a bit challenging at first, trying to get my head around that.
Yeah. That's really cool. Like, it's really difficult to get yourself to that place. I remember when I was doing this short film called Under the Light, and I'm a bit of a method actor, so like it was kind of an abusive situation that the character was in, and I said to the guy, I was like, listen, don't hold back, and I kind of regretted it after the 17th take of him dragging me around the room. But it was really difficult to kind of get to that place, and kind of if it's not really something you're used to.
Yeah, it's like the best way to try and learn it is if you can take yourself to that place, but then also pull yourself out of it as well.
Yeah, because it can become quite, I don't know, like detrimental a little bit, because you're kind of playing with your own emotions. How do you find being in the entertainment industry during a global pandemic, because it's not really something that comes along every day?
Yeah, that's true. Well, obviously, I would say it's been difficult for a lot of people, especially in like the film industry, with productions having to close and everyone having to take like furlough and time off and stuff. But from what I've been experiencing, there's actually quite a few creative outlets that you can like hold yourself to. Like I said, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, like anywhere where you can feel you can like be creative and entertaining, you should go for it. But it definitely has like taken a hit everywhere. Yeah.
I mean, I think it has been quite good in terms of people taking a step back and looking, like reevaluating things, and then maybe having a chance to be a bit more creative. But it's also taking a hit in terms of like theatres having to close. People are not having a steady income, so it's a bit hard for some people at the minute. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll get better. What do you do in your spare time, just for like some fun?
For fun, I mean, apart from filming videos, and, like taking myself places, I enjoy listening to music, singing sometimes, video games, watching movies, and yeah, every so often like doing a bit of exercise to keep myself moving, and then probably either going out for a bike ride or like going out for a walk or something.
Yeah. Like, yeah, especially in these times, I think it's important to kind of get out, get some fresh air, so that it's not like a jail sort of thing, being stuck inside, you know. So, we're going to talk about TikTok, because you're doing quite well on TikTok. What kind of draws you to it?
It was basically, like we just talked about in that other question, it was a creative outlet that I've never experienced before. And it was one of those things, I look back on it now saying, I wish I'd started it like a while ago, because it has been just the best time to like be creative, be entertaining. I'm learning like every day from it, and there's so much stuff you can like do on it.
Mm-hmm.
And things for me, once I'd started watching videos, the addiction kicked in to keep watching more.
Yeah.
Because there's like so many sound bites of the things that I love on there, and people are just so creative, so talented. It's an inspiring place to be for me personally.
Yeah. For anyone who might want to know, what is your TikTok, and we'll link it.
I think it's Michael_Scott97.
Because he's very good. I love watching his videos because you have this kind of aura about you. It's very like comedic in a lot of the stuff that you do. So I love that. Especially like when you do like the still game ones. The still game ones are my favourite ones that you do.
I plan on doing just anything that I feel is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I know that resonates on screen.
Yeah. Though that's a good thing to do, because you can kind of tell when people are doing something that they love. Has there been a time where you've ever wanted to just give up on the entertainment industry and just be like, I'm going to go be a farmer, or I'm going to go work in an office?
To be honest, I think there was for a time. Like, it was back in like 2015 when I was not in a good place mentally. Like, I'd just been sacked from a job where I didn't know the reason why. It's like I wasn't being productive, I wasn't like putting myself out there. And this is when like a lot of anxiety started to set in as well, because I wouldn't like push myself to like do auditions or things that I might find fun, because I would just like chicken out in a second.
Mm-hmm.
So around about that time, I was questioning. I would still have been like happy to do it, but I was more just questioning like my ability is in my head, like if I was good enough.
Yeah. I think sometimes it can be a bit like, because in the entertainment industry you're kind of hearing no a lot more times than you're hearing yes as well, and sometimes that does take a hit on your ego or stuff like that, so it can be quite difficult. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, ideally I would say like doing something I love, that I'm passionate about, and with someone I love and who I'm passionate about. Like, those are the two kind of main ones right now.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully throw in a couple of fur babies as well, either cat, dog, or whatever.
Yes.
Like that would be my plan.
Awesome. That's amazing. Do you have any upcoming projects, or what are your plans for 2021?
No current plans at the moment, just because of the whole pandemic thing.
Uncertain.
You have like no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite hard to plan anything. So right now I'm just trying to like keep myself safe by like doing videos, experiencing things, just kind of keep working on the grind.
Yeah.
Like, just keep that going.
And we'll see more of you on TikTok too, won't we?
Yes.
Good.
As of right now, I don't want to leave that place.
Awesome.
It's been too good to me this year.
Yeah. Do you have any social media that you want to shout out to people?
Instagram or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Mike.Scott97.
Yeah. Well, I'll link everything anyway, so if you want to check Michael out on any of his social medias, they'll be linked down below. Thank you very much for joining me.
No worries, this was fun.
Awesome. Okay.
It's nice to chat again as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a while. And as I say, Michael and I have worked on a couple of things before. We did the music video and we also did a short film.
Yeah.
Together that last year.
That's what we forgot to mention.
Yes, we did a short film
together. It was the Birkin hair shoot.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. That was so much fun.
That's actually where we first met.
It was, yeah, that's crazy. That was a long time ago. That's mental.
2018, I think that was.
2018, oh my goodness. That's crazy. I'll link that below too because it's on my YouTube channel. Okay, well thank you very much for joining me.
You can see this person doing an amazing job.
Yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if there's anybody you would like me to interview.